Hey there, this is Dr. Corey Gilbert, and today I wanted to talk about this book, Play the Man, by Mark Batterson. This is one of these powerful books that actually packs a pretty powerful punch. It's a reminder. I'd actually say it's one that I highly recommend every young man and any age to read, to think through. And it's interesting to think about how books are marketed. Really, a lot of times books are even marketed to the wife or to a mom for their sons, even because how many don't read, which we'll get to that here in a few episodes, of these. But 7 virtues of manhood. So we're going to talk about the first one today. 7 virtues of manhood. The first one is tough love. Now, a great way to look at this, a great way to unpack this also, is you can read the book. One of the ways that I actually digested this myself was there's in the YouVersion app on your phone, there's little devotionals, which actually has kind of a summary version of each of these with scripture. Again, another way to consume something that's actually going to bless you and change you and challenge you to be a better person, to be, in this case, a better man. So the first virtue is tough love. Being a tough guy doesn't mean sticking up for yourself when you get offended. A true tough guy sacrifices himself for the sake of others. So what you'll see is all of these are like twists, if not a call out to a different version of ourselves from the way that we're bent. And then a lot of times the way the world even forces us or pushes us towards. Take care of yourself, protect yourself, kind of hedge your bets versus sacrifice yourself. Put others first. Tough love is sacrificial love. It's unconditional love. It's covenantal love. For better, for worse. It's what we actually, that's the picture of marriage. It's sacrificial. It's difficult. And it's worth it. If you're married, it's easy to love your wife when everything's going great. We know that. Oh man, it's a whole revealing different world when things are actually a struggle. It's not easy because our love tends to be reactive. I'll love you as long as you're loving me. I'll bless you as long as you're blessing me. It's kind of a quid pro quo. We need to be careful with that. It's not a need-seeking love. It's a need-meeting love. So how am I reaching out, learning my spouse, understanding her better, and then finding ways to bless her and to make her life a better life? It doesn't seek validation because it doesn't need any. It adds value to the beloved. And so when I think about that, I go, I have to really watch that because I sometimes need a lot of validation. If you go into the 5 love languages, one of mine is the words of affirmation. And so what my wife says about me matters so much. And I have to be careful with that because I could put too much weight on that. And not just her, but sometimes other people as well. So the call out here is, so men, toughen up. Tough love. Play the man. Question, how can you show sacrificial love to another today, regardless of how tough it is for you? How can you show sacrificial love to another today, no matter how, or regardless of how tough it is for you? There are certain people in your life that God has in your life for a reason, that your calling is to love them no matter what. And that's a difficult one. Might be your children, might be a best friend, or not so great best friend, but it might be someone else in your life. Luke 9:23 says, "Then he said to the crowd, if any of you wants to be my follower, you must give up your own way. Take up your cross daily and follow me." And that's just hands down clear. Take up your cross, follow me. Put others first. You're second, third, fourth, fifth. Now, another thing I think about when I kind of process this myself is how we're taught a lot of times to put ourselves last. Yet, if you don't take care of yourself, you can't serve. So, kind of like in an airplane, if the oxygen changes and those masks drop, you put one on yourself before you put one on someone else that needs help. Yes, there's truth in that, but I think we've gone overboard in our culture of self-care to the point of self-centeredness. When I talk to married couples who are struggling, I focus on the fact that as long as you're struggling, you actually are not helpful to those around you that need you. You can't see the needs of your neighbor or your best friend because you're so focused on yourself. Honestly, if I were to think of a tactic from Satan, there it is. Keep them distracted, keep them busy, keep them self-centered, and they will actually be worthless for the gospel on this earth. So we need to be able to toughen up and be the men. That's what this is talking about, that God called us to be. And it's a laying down of your life. It's a sacrificial love. It's one that puts others first. Hope this is a blessing to you and is challenging to you as well.